Hello everyone, welcome to this course where we'll see how to work with light-emitting materials, alright? This way we'll learn how to light up a scene not using the traditional lights that we always set, but through materials. Learning this concept, we can illuminate in a different way some scenes when necessary. This way we can get more powerful results out of our work. You know, there are several texture maps like the normal map, the color map, displacement map. Well, there's also the emission map or light map, which is precisely that. In this course, we'll work on an already created scene, so we're going to skip to the coloring phase. We'll use flat colors to avoid getting ourselves a headache because the power of the image will be achieved through the ambience by eventually lighting up the scenes using materials. We'll see the use of the polygroups to separate each part of our texture, and we'll upload our model to a web rendered engine like Sketchfab. In Sketchfab, we can see some better examples of how to work these kind of textures or materials and learn what they're really for. Let's see, for example, that in the laser saber, a light-emitting material looks great. And here too. Many times it's imperative to work this way in order to light up a scene properly. I have other examples. This one, for example, this fish is of the depths, so the tail needed to be lit up. This, as I'm saying, can be applied to loads of things. In this astronaut, for example, as we see, light-emitting materials has only these points here and this light here, okay? So, as I'm saying, there are many more examples and can be applied in any type of 3D aesthetic. In this one, for example, a bit more low poly, we can see in this model of a tomb how we can illuminate the lamp or the tomb itself, giving the image a very characteristic ambience. So, as I'm saying, what we'll learn in this course is how to illuminate a scene using the materials. I'll share with you a finished model, we'll color it. As I said, we'll be using very simple colors. And then we'll work the materials and textures in Photoshop, especially light-emitting textures, and then we'll upload the model to Sketchfab and present it and see how to get the most of it. Alright? So, with everything you learn, you'll be able to light up a scene or whatever you need to. In order to make myself clearer, I can show you some more examples. So, we're going to visit Mike Boyd's profile, a guy whose work and 3D design skills I like very much, from Belgium. And, well, this guy uses a lot of the emission maps. For example, if you ever have to model a building in a night scene, you would need to light the windows. But obviously, you don't place a light behind each window. You just make the window's material light emitter. This way, we would get to illuminate the window without using lights. We would obviously use lights in order to illuminate the scene, but not the windows. Besides, we can clearly see this when in Sketchfab we use Model Inspector, so we can see the emission maps. See, I click on emission and it lets me see the materials that emit light. Alright? Besides this one, we have more examples. This designer here used the same for the computer screens. He used light-emitting materials, okay? We can see these as always from the Model Inspector. We select emission, and we can see these are emission materials. And the same goes on my examples, which I showed you earlier. I have some models like the one with the tomb, that if we use the model inspector and select emission, we can see the parts that emit lights, which are the tube and the lantern. Then, besides these, we have the general lights, which is composed of several lights, but we have these lights here to boost the ambience of the scene. Okay, so to start, we're going to set the interface. You see I have a different layout from the one you may have. We're going to work with this interface, but you're free to work with yours. Anyway, I'll attach my UI configuration file to the course so you can use it, because it has some more accessible options. To load this file, just click Preferences, Config, Load UI, and here you will load the file I attached to the course, okay? Hit Open. Window will warn you about restarting the program in order for the changes to take effect. So close and reopen it, and you'll have the new interface on. So that would be it. We'll leave it here for this part, and in the next video, we'll start working with the scene I'll provide you. See you later.